The game starts in Najdorf defense, which is one of the most analyzed and one of the most difficult openings. I'm going to go fast through the opening, because there is just too many lines. Just know that here black can't take on b2 because of knight a4, and the queen is trapped. So they played couple more moves that are still an opening theory. And now, after castling, black starts attacking by playing b5. In those kind of position, black is usually staying with king on e8, and he is trying to checkmate white's king, before white can break through on the king's side or in the center. White played g4, ignoring black's attack. If you were thinking about playing e5 with a threat of taking on a8 and f6 at the same time, it doesn't work. Because of bishop b7, attacking the queen, and after moving away with knight, it is black who would have lightly better position. Here Hikaru has a lot possible moves, and the most aggressive and also the best is g5. It is dangerous to move with pawns on your weaker side of the board, so I don't recommend you doing that, but this is Hikaru, and most likely he already analyzed this position with computer before at home. Caruana continues with h4, and black took on f4. White developed bishop, and Nakamura sacrificed a pawn by playing b4 to make Fabiano's position a little bit less stable. White has to take, and black goes forward with knight with a tempo on queen, and took on g4. White took back, and after e5, white is under a lot of pressure. The queen, the knight, and the bishop are all attacked, and it is hard to find the right move. Pause the video if you want to solve it. Let's start with moves that loses. Knight e6. You are attacking the queen. And if black takes your queen, you will be winning. But he can take the knight with bishop, you have to move your queen. And at the end, black has a piece extra. Another move that you might have been thinking about is knight to b5, but it unfortunately doesn't work because black can just take it and move with queen. So if you found those moves, try to look at the position again. Another possibility is moving the queen to d2. Pretty natural move. Black will take on g4. And now the move. Queen d2 was good only if you saw knight f5, giving up the rook for bishop. Because if black take the rook, white will have very strong minor pieces, especially the knights, and could go to a better end game. So black has to take on f4 with an equal position, where white has bad pawn structure, so queen d2 didn't lose, but you want more than just a draw. Other possibility is queen g3, guarding the bishop, which also leads to an equal position. So what is the correct move? It is queen takes f6. Why does it work? It is because of the knights that will be dominating the chessboard. After bishop takes, Caruana played knight d5 with a tempo on queen, then knight f5. Hikaru should have taken it. But he played rook b8. And can you find combination for advantage by white pieces? Pause the video and try to find it. First you take on f6. Then on d6, but would you take with knight or with the rook? Caruana took there with a rook, but better was taking with knight, where he would take material back by playing bishop c5 that basically traps the black king. And even though black can take a bishop on g4, white has some kind of windmill, and he will take the material back. But after taking with rook, white has also an advantage. Black played bishop e6, white doubled rooks on d-file. Black finally castled. White played h5 to have the square h4 for bishop. Black gave a check. White blocked with a bishop. Black can't take on g4 because of the pin. And after knight takes we a check, king moves. Bishop f4, Nakamura made a final mistake, queen e7. And can you find the winning combination with white pieces? Pause the video and try to find it. It is knight takes f7. If you take with queen, I take your bishop, and now, whatever you play, I will take your queen, for example. After queen b7, I have checkmate in 6 moves, and computer says that the best move is taking on h5. And if you take with rook, I will also take the bishop, then you take on b4, threatening checkmate, but it is still lost because I have rook h6. Then I'll bring another rook, give a check, take the rook on b8, and then even the queen. But for some reason, Caruana played instead b5, which is still good move, and after queen e8, he finally played knight takes on f7, Hikaru took with rook, and after rook takes d6, he resigned. So that was how did Fabiano Caruana destroyed Hikaru Nakamura. If you enjoyed the video, give a like and subscribe, and tell me in the comments in what game you would be interested in. Good luck on your chess progress and goodbye.